Hello everyone and welcome to a new stream. Today we have Dr. Birthday Boy, which is
The big boy.
our first returning guest, Roberto. Ciao Roberto. Welcome
Ciao, and thanks.
and buon compleanno.
Thank you
Ciao
very much.
Roberto, benvenuto, welcome and buon compleanno. How you doing?
Grazie. I'm fine. Today we just introduced Compose, so I'm super happy.
Well,
Even if you cannot really see it,
Introduce-
I'm super happy.
you introduced it
At
in
work.
your work code base. That's what you mean, right?
Yes, that's exactly what I meant. Which is a huge step. So,
Feels nice, doesn't it? I'm
That's a
thinking
good-
about the
that's a
meme,
good
you know, the
achievement.
meme like feels nice.
Yeah. it does feel
Feels
nice.
nice.
I
Okay.
I recently had a bit of time to spend with coordinator layout. Yeah. Yeah.
Hello,
Right.
Aridov, welcome to our stream.
Oh,
We have
they
a
are Aridov. They are our newest followers. So welcome.
so sorry Roberto, we didn't mean to interrupt you, but we like to say hi to people when they join.
That's good.
So you
So
were boasting.
how big is your
you were boasting.
Yeah, how
Roberto.
big is your code base, Roberto? How many people are on your team?
So Codebase is pretty big. Usually, to give you an idea, it takes more than 5 minutes for an incremental build. Sometimes.
What?
Sometimes it takes
Excuse
one.
me?
Yeah, it's very random.
More than 5 minutes for an incremental build.
Yeah, because
No.
maybe you changed something in somewhere that Gradle doesn't really like. So it's not really incremental anymore at that point.
Okay.
But it really, it tells you, yeah, I'm still incremental, and I'm totally not tricking you.
I'm
So
totally building everything from scratch.
exactly. Like, well, just imagine that when you switch a branch and for some reasons it has to index everything again, because why not? It takes its amount of time. Nowadays, I think we are 15, 16 probably, split in various teams.
Developers.
Yep, just developers. Then we have, of
Okay.
course, designers, all the other figures that one can think of.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a pretty big team. But it's also
I can
a
think
huge
of several figures that I don't think belong in a professional development team. So, by the way,
So,
you have someone wishing you happy birthday, which is
in
Mihirai.
the chat.
So, thank
Thank
you.
you.
When we have a few more people, maybe a bit later, we'll sing happy birthday to Roberto, but in
We're
Italian,
gonna
of
sing.
course.
Yeah. The first one that redeems some Italian points on the channel.
Oh yeah.
We are gonna just sing instead of drink some water. We are gonna sing. Good. Roberto, do you still work with Fabio, right?
I do work with Fabio. Yes.
So when you say, "Oh yeah, somebody touches something and the bill doesn't work," you mean Fabio, right?
Oh yeah, that's
I
a
think
given. I mean,
my understanding was that Fabio is the one fixing things when they go red. I'm not sure.
yes, that's also true. Fabio is a versatile person. He can both break everything and fix everything, and it
That's
happens both.
nice. Okay, so Sebastiano, do we want to give an overview of what we are and what we want to do, just to get Roberto on speed?
We get Roberto on speed.
On speed, on speed, like MDMA kind of thing, on speed.
It's either that or he cannot go under 55 miles an hour or it will blow up or something.
Yeah, so something like that.
Uh,
So,
yes.
pardon my English, of course.
No, it's okay.
Robert.
I just joke. We have our. Well, let me switch to the code as well, so everyone can see where we are at. We have been working on our onboarding, and now it looks nicer than it used to. We have a bunch of pages here. We have our very material chips, which I still wish they use the circular reveal for the color, but they don't. That saddens me, but whatever. We'll get to fix it eventually. And we need to add another page after the work schedule one, which is according to the designs that I've just made today in over lunch break is
Lovely.
this. Oh yeah, also by the way, I might have kind of forgotten to align things properly in the designs, but I know what I'm doing. Trust me, I'm
Yeah.
100%
I'm a
sure what
designer.
I'm doing. Yeah, trust me. Trust me, I'm an engineer. Also, I just noticed I haven't put the text down there. So let's start with that, which is a 1 minute change. Of course, I already forgot. Oh yes, there it is. We have how the flow row that we set up last time, and here we need to set up another text just like this one. Obviously that was a bad idea. Okay, that makes more sense, and this should also be 24, and we also need 24 here as a spacer. Perfect. By the way, Roberto, you've probably done more compose than we have. Do you usually use spacers? Do you use paddings? How do you usually deal with this stuff?
It depends what I'm doing. I'm fine with both, to be honest. I've used Spacer mostly in cases like that,
Mm-hmm.
where padding would have been a bit out of context, probably,
Mm.
because you're not really. I mean, you're still distancing views, but it's well, you want a blank space. Basically, it's not something that you want around your composable
Mm.
problem. I don't know if that makes sense for you, but it makes sense when I think of it. It just doesn't make sense when I say. That's something.
So what you're saying is that you're missing the words.
Yes, well, or I cannot connect my thoughts to words, but that's fine. I mean, spacer is good.
Okay. Yeah, I was just
I
wondering
guess that
because I don't know if there's like a hard rule. I'm just going, as we say in Italian, by sentiment.
by yeah, by sentiment sounds legit.
That
Which
makes
is,
total sense.
yeah, essentially means just like however I feel like it makes sense. Um, the most eagle-eyed amongst you might have noticed that I've tweaked things a bit more, so I've added titles for the pages, mostly because this otherwise wouldn't really make sense, but it didn't make sense to have the title on one page and not on the others. So I've added the title to all of them. And I've also changed the buttons to match the design because they were purple until last stream. So I've just before starting the stream, I just did this couple of tweaks. So there you go. I'm just gonna commit it so we can start our work. Now we need to add this page first of all, but also we need to do this this control, because the idea is that when someone taps one of these two items here, then we pop up the time picker, and then people can choose it. Obviously, I designed this from scratch, so it looks like shit, but hopefully we're gonna have an implementation that looks less like shit.
Well,
Sebastian, I would not say that. Let's say it's a suboptimal from a experienced designer point of view, right?
Yeah. Good thing I'm not an experienced designer, so I have an excuse for that.
Yeah.
But I know
well,
that Roberto actually had some suggestions on how to do this, so
yeah. Well, my first suggestion was to use to draw it from scratch, because well, we were talking yesterday with Seb about the fact that we could go to the canvas level and draw everything, but then we will need to basically switch out of Compose Word to use the old Canvas API, because unless you do that, there is no way you can draw text. So basically, you need to go deeper in the canvas and invoke the old draw text. But
Yana.
yeah,
Not
there
happening.
might there might be someone that already did that, and I found a library that probably Seb can open.
Yep.
Uh,
I am just doing some basic stuff, just adding the page so we can get started quickly.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be with you in a second.
yeah, and from what I saw from this library, basically it does exactly what we want to do, and has probably also some tweakings. I mean, I
Mhm.
expect that you can change the background and everything.
Oh yeah,
So
this.
yeah, I'm not 100% okay with remembering the material dialogue, but I'm sure that there is a reason for that.
I mean, I'm not 100% sold on how it's implemented, but like how it looks, but I guess we can just tweak it in case, but
Yeah,
um
yeah, I'm pretty sure that there are other.
do we need to enable the sugaring? Maybe we do.
I think it's for the time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we do need the sugaring because he's using they're using the Java dates.
Yeah, but that's API 24, right?
26
Well, we are 26.
as minimum SDK, then we don't need it.
I mean, I'll put it anyway
that's
because
bad.
it looks nice, but
It could be useful for others.
I mean, it's like we kind of are in a very privileged situation where we don't need the sugaring, but most people would.
Yeah.
And I will also put that just in case. I'll leave a note here. What happened? Where did he go?
I
Okay.
have no idea.
You
Magic.
likely don't really need this, but hey, shiny. Okay. And then we also need to add the implementation stuff. Well, the library stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, still doesn't go to the TOML file automatically. That would have been nice. Command retool the sugar JDK libs, and then we need to check what is the actual latest version. But let's say Android the sugar. I've already forgotten what the actual package was. Oh, command tools, the sugar. Well, just leave the sugar, it's okay. And we'll use the sugar, and we add here the sugar, which is 1.0.9. I'm not entirely sure. That is
The last.
the last version, but we'll figure it out, I guess. I just need it. I can do some self-promotion.
Package search.
Yeah.
Oh, Sebastiano, what's package search?
I don't know. It's a beautiful thing that some kind soul has created. Probably.
Oh my god, what can you do with package search?
You can find things. Well, you could if it loaded. Lol. Yeah, go 1.1.15. Yep, that's the latest. 1.1.15. Good for me. Okay. Yeah, there's also a plugin, but it's old. The one that works with Android Studio is old and kind of shit. I've written it myself, so I can say it.
Not bad, not bad. That's self promotion like at its best.
And also self-deprecation at the same time. That must count for something.
Well, it's I mean, as far as you are, as long as you are honest, everything's fine. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Con.android.tools.the sugar. Okay, good. So now theoretically we have enabled the sugaring and we should be fine with that.
Yep.
Blah blah blah. And then
There
we need
should be
to get the
a
time picker.
dependency. Yeah, for the time picker.
Yeah, I was actually wondering, like it says everything about the sugaring, but it doesn't tell you the actual dependency, which is fine.
It does that there. Yeah.
Yeah. Is 0.4.2 the latest?
I would think so, but let's check it out.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. I'm happy when I don't have to re-implement things from scratch.
Oh wait, it looks like that there
What?
is no that version for the sugaring library is not there yet.
Oh,
Probably was 1.1.5 rather than 1.1.15.
it might be.
Remember what we.
Yeah, it was 1.1.5.
1.1.5.
Whoops.
Fair enough.
Well, I just want the newer version, okay?
Even newer.
Yep. This is IO GitHub whatever, I forgot. Da-da. Hey Raul, welcome to the stream. Banpra dialogs date time. Okay, good. And this is date time dialogs, something like that, and we pick it up.
Roberto, in the meantime that we are doing a bit of, or Sebastian is doing a bit of maintenance, what kind of introduction do you expect in the app? Do you already have a plan? Are you rewriting stuff, or you are adding, just a screen in Compose? How your theme imagines the Compose introduction?
Well, we have two different pathways that we are thinking about. The first one is adding all the new screens in Compose for many reasons. One of which is that it could help us create a design system and share it with all the components. Because after all, we have a lot of very peculiar fonts, font families, and colors and font weights that all often repeat themselves in the app.
Mm-hmm.
And with Compose, that's super easy to share. I mean, after all, it's just Kotlin, so that's easier.
Well, yeah.
And then, as I mentioned earlier, we had a few small issues with the coordinator layout. And that's, let's say that it was painful. So one other thing that we probably will try would be to replace the coordinator layout for the specific needs that we have with something custom with Compose. That idea came from something that the Google team, I don't remember exactly whom, in the latest Android Developers Backstage episode, said that basically the view system is so complex because they had to take into account all the different edge cases, left to right, right to left, different childs, and all the possible things that can go wrong. But we don't. We have a very limited amount of specifics and constraints that you need to respect. So it makes sense to try to achieve those with the technology that would help us.
That's nice. That's nice. I mean, this is the beauty, right? The incremental introduction, like you don't need to rewrite everything. You can use your favorite language. Do you like Flutter? Do we have a comment on the chat, Roberto? Compose is deprecated. You should use Flutter. So Ariadov is asking.
We have trolls. We have trolls.
We have trolls. So that this is achievement unlocked, that kind of stuff. We have trolls.
But I was sure it was the other way around. I mean, I was sure that Flutter was the one being deprecated since, I mean, Dart is way older. Well, no, it's not way older, but it's way uglier than Kotlin. So why would you use that?
No, but jokes aside, I mean, Flutter has probably some, I don't know, reason to exist in some specific niche. I heard of people, especially agencies, that they have use cases for Flutter. If you want something very cheap and probably like some throwaway MVP, or you're building an app for an event that it's gonna last like a week, you probably want something like that. But on the other side, Jack Wharton is making progress running Compose iOS apps. So I mean, I feel that the future is more on the Compose side than on the Flutter side. But again, I don't judge the technology harshly. I mean, people are using Visual Basic, so why?
Yeah.
Why?
Pour a drink for those poor souls.
Yeah, so like, cheers.
Well, I have to say that I have more or less the same feelings about Flutter and technologies in general. I think that Flutter might be very useful when what you need to do doesn't really go deep into the native side of the APIs, because otherwise, if you have to write double implementation for everything, well, that might be trickier than building two apps after all. On the other hand, yeah, I noticed that there are a lot of projects using one part of Compose for running the Compose engine on multiple platforms. I mean, there is a project always from Jack Wharton, of course, to use the Compose engine to basically create UI for console applications.
Yeah.
Which was when I
Well,
saw it, it was like, why? And I was like, it
well,
makes sense.
why not, right? I mean, if you have a
Exactly.
technology that you can bend to add something to a niche that it wasn't there at the time, so it could be useful. I'm very curious about the iOS part, because I was already excited about Compose, Kotlin multi-platform, and Swift UI. You know, you have that kind of I'm almost there building the two apps with one go. But if you can even push the platform and the technology even further and drive, it was driving UI kit. It was not driving Swift UI, because they have a UI kit code base. So with Compose, that was like that's serious stuff. That's actually serious stuff. So and you know, with Sebastiano, we saw Compose for desktop, super straightforward.
Yeah.
I started a project the other day to build a tool for for desktop with Compose. The wizard is just smooth. Next, boom, done, and then you have a nice window on your desktop with a button, and it's the same thing that can run on Android. You know, it's so powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So,
I totally
Sebastiano,
agree.
you're moving forward.
Yeah, I've just put down the skeleton to do what we need to do. So now we can actually get into the proper implementation. There's not much here really. It's just I have created a mutable state list of, because that's what we used last time for the where the shit was it? Somewhere. Oh, there it is. For this, for the check days. Right now, this stuff is all in memory, but obviously we'll eventually need to persist it. But for now, while we're still playing around, it's okay to just have it as a mutable state in here. So yeah, I've just created the state because obviously we have a list of date of time ranges that have a start time and an end time that is an hour and a minute. And we can have multiple ones. One thing I haven't designed yet, which I think might be instead just like a delete button, is a case where you have multiple ones and you want to delete one that is not the first one. So say you have
We could add a delete button at the end of each line.
yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah. So essentially, stop moving things. Sorry, I am not super good at this apparently. So you have like another one of these ones. But it's gonna be a bit on the side, and there's the like the delete button here or something. Imagine there's a delete icon in here, just to show what I meant.
And the first one can never be deleted.
No, you need to have at least one time at
Okay.
which the application is active, because otherwise, what's the point? So the
Makes
idea is
sense.
that you can add more. So if you click add, well, really, if you click this row, it adds one. I don't know. I'm not sure that this button thingy should be here at all. I think this could be enough where you just tap it and it creates a new entry, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll try it a bit and see how it looks. I just want to get
we are
this
already
part done
exploring.
first.
We are already exploring UX. Yeah, so fancy.
I know, right?
Super fancy.
Oh,
So,
Sasha.
Roberto, from
Yeah.
from performance point of view, you were saying that your build is like some quite a pain in the ass. So, do you expect an increment of productivity because you have the compose preview that actually gives you so much, so fast, so quickly? I mean, you can iterate super fast on the compose preview.
Yes. Yes, I already noticed today. I mean, before with views, I had to run to basically recompile the whole app. And even if it only takes a couple of minutes, it's still a couple of minutes. So it's time that you waste anyway. With Compose, well, that's much faster. Also because we're working usually in a separate module. So it's really super fast to just rebuild that and see the UI changing directly on your IDE. Yeah.
We also saw some sort of live update the other day, right? Sebastiano, how was it? Like literal something like resource refresh, reload, whatever.
Yeah, it was actually
Yeah.
quite cool. It was just
Yeah.
changing like a dimension, and the live preview was updating automatically, which is very nice.
Yeah.
That is actually super cool. I mean, it's not Flutter hot reload cool, but I also like the fact that I don't have to use Dart. So I'm grateful for that.
I expect at some point that there will be say that it will be a plugin of IntelliJ or Android Studio, so that you really see the preview going live without needing to build it. That's something that probably will be possible in the future when everything else is stable. So I expect that to happen and to be even faster, to be honest.
I like your optimism.
Yep.
I am not that optimistic, but like the reason why Flutter can do that is that Dart is has the flexibility of running either interpreted or compiled, and Kotlin doesn't really have that. So Kotlin is always compiled. Even Kotlin script is compiled. So, well, essentially compiled. So I don't know if it actually does work. Like if there's a way to make it work, maybe there is, but I'm not that confident as you are.
I'm confident that something like that could happen in the future. Probably not today, but definitely not today, but probably in the future.
Fair enough.
It could. Not saying that it will, but
it could.
I see you're being very specific about the fact that it's a maybe.
Yeah, it's definitely a maybe. Also, I'm not working on Compose. Like literally, I'm not writing Compose, so I don't really know. But that's just a hope.
Oh well. On the people are working on Compose. Sebastiano got a message on Twitter regarding the Surface thing.
Yeah. So if Roberto, you weren't here last time, but what happened was that we created the material chip. I think it's material chip composable, and it works, but there's something kind of broken in the sense that we had to add a box inside of the surface, because otherwise the toggleable modifier wouldn't work. And we wondered and we wondered what was going on. we tried a bunch of things. We ended up with the box, which is kind of a hack, but it works. And it turns out that there is a regression in beta 8 that Surface, some modifiers don't work on Surface, and namely clickable and toggleable. So thank you, Chris Baines, once again for getting the person that is working on that on Twitter to answer my question. So yet one more example of Chris Baines driven development, I guess.
Yes, that's a thing. It's becoming a thing.
Yeah.
I mean, after a company's Chris Baines driven development is really a thing.
It's a thing. Yeah,
So-
it's inevitable.
Yeah.
Rob, there's someone,
We have a
Alfrog, is asking a question. Ivan, do you want to ask it, to read it for Roberto, maybe?
Yes, absolutely. So I'm used at conferences, so I'm gonna repeat the question for the recording. So Owl Frog is asking, I'm not super familiar with Compose. Well, that makes four of us, but is it fairly easy to split up Compose UI classes across different modules?
Yes, it is easy. After all, it's exactly like sharing any other code. I mean, it's just think that you're just using Kotlin. So it's as easy as using Kotlin. What we did recently is creating a design system that is its own module that can be. Actually, we have a module which is implemented with Compose, and we use that as a base so that we don't have to rewrite all the styles and we don't have to copy all the fonts and everything. We just take that, add as a dependency, and link what we need to do, what we want to get, like, for instance, the title size, the title font, the line spacing, the character spacing, and that comes for free. So we don't have to rewrite all of that. So I would say, yeah, it's kind of easy.
It's basically you're adding Android Gradle module to your project with all the Compose stuff in it that you want to share across other modules.
Yeah.
Okay, that's actually nice. Because why not? I mean, it's Gradle, it's Kotlin, it has to work, and it works.
It does work, and I have to say that it's again a pleasure to write UIs with Compose. I mean, we all worked with views. Probably we were excited at first, but after a bit of time, probably it started to fade.
Get heavy.
His excitement.
Get heavy.
Yeah, recently, in the past 2 years, I probably stayed as far as possible from UI for this specific reason. And last weeks, I worked a lot again on coordinator layout. This really traumatized me. And yeah, I probably am spoiled by Compose, but I was like, why can't I just rewrite everything with Compose? Probably it will take time.
Yeah.
But it will be much less painful.
But that's actually it's a good point, because the struggle is real, and you have the opportunity to rewrite bits. That's the part that I like most. I haven't experimented with hybrid views, like putting Compose in a XML or the other way around, like a custom view in Compose yet. But I'm gonna explore it in the next weeks, because advertisement AdMob, Google AdMob, the SDK, that's actually not supporting Compose yet. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So that will force me to try the hybrid solution. So, and I know for sure that it can be done because, of course, they build it to be possible. So that's actually something that I'm looking forward. So,
Yeah, well,
Sebastiano, what are we doing here?
I am just trying to extract the material peel shape that we have, so that we can reuse it here without having to recreate the same thing. Plus, it might be useful for other stuff. So
Yeah.
I'm just moving things around while you were chatting, because yeah, it's easy. It's very easy to
Well, I mean, you
refactor
have a bit
things.
of white noise that
Yeah,
helps you
yeah.
to refactor things.
but Seb, do you actually need the peel to be all the peels to be
No, that's
toggleable?
something that I need to move.
So because otherwise I will keep the modifier outside, so you don't have to even pass the
Yes, that's what I am
enabled
going
and
to do.
check the. Okay.
I just need the time to do that. Okay. No, I need background color and content color, because the idea is, yes, I want to move the toggle state outside. So this would be content color, and this would be border, which I also need to pass in. That's fine. So border as border stroke, fine. Border stroke. Someone is calling you, Roberto.
Yeah, I forgot to
Some
mute my
busy
phone.
guest.
It's
Some busy. So
fine.
Roberto, you should be using the app that we are building to mute your notifications.
Right.
In a few weeks, you're gonna be able to do it.
Of course, as soon as it's ready.
Well, I
We're
mean,
working on it, I can say.
we are getting there. We are getting there.
Okay, so very quickly doing the dance of BG color is well, it's just BG color because I had extracted it. Then I have content color, which is the thing that I had.
There's another way.
We have
There's another question from Owlfrog.
Go for it.
yes. So, can some of the colors or styling of elements be driven by styles.xml, or does Compose have a different way to apply styling to elements? I don't know if you can pick. Well, you can definitely pick resources, so you can pick from the files, but the way Compose works, like from an native pure Compose point of view, is that you have these modifiers that you apply to your composable. And well, it's not just modifiers, but there is also properties. It depends on the composable you're working on or working with. You have things that you can apply right away as a property, like the background. Give me the background, and you just pass it a color. And you can fetch the color from resources. You can fetch the color from a style. You can even hard code it, whatever you want. I mean, it's Kotlin, so as everything works as long as it compiles, basically. And yeah, so pretty straightforward. Modifiers or properties. What do you think, Roberto?
Well, definitely it's doable, but one thing that I don't like about the old version of declaring styles is that it's XML. That would be then open, read, parsed, and compiled into something that we can access from the code. But you can do that, but with Compose probably you wouldn't really want to do that. You probably would really prefer to use the Compose way. So it's doable, but probably if you are thinking about migrating from one to the other, I would make the effort of duplicating them. And by that I mean keeping one version in XML and another version with Compose. And if the path I had is Compose, then just update the Kotlin version. So when you're done with the migration, you just delete the XML and you're done. Because otherwise, you're somehow sacrificing a little bit of comfort zone to avoid some very minor duplication of colors, I think.
Well, definitely you don't expect the style to change constantly, right? I mean, especially when it comes to, primary color. That's there since the beginning of the app, probably. So
yeah, it depends on the designers.
Oh yeah, all the designers, always the designers.
That should be a question for our very peculiar designer.
What do you mean by very peculiar?
Yeah, the designer, in-house designer.
Yeah, just
in-house designer.
I don't know.
So
I feel like Roberto
designer
is kind of complaining about someone.
No, not at all. I actually have to say that I love working with my designers. It was a while from last time that I felt this good.
That's good.
Something that is happening pretty often with our designers is that they're super excited about SwiftUI and Compose, so they're really pushing us to use those. Like literally, when imagine that you're doing stand-up and say, "Yeah, we're gonna build in this," and a designer asks, "I hope that you're doing that with Compose." Like, yes, we are. Yes, we are. In fact, but that's
nice.
That's really nice.
So, just as a side note, because we got a notification, thank you, Owl Frog, for the subscription.
Thank you very much. Really appreciate it.
This is super. Yes, we love you. We love the support. We have a nice way to get you on board with the stream. If you have a Amazon Prime subscription, you can connect your Amazon Game Prime account with your Twitch account, and you get one subscription every month for free. I mean, Uncle Jeff apparently is generous enough to give us a free subscription, and you can subscribe to our channel for free. Basically, you support the channel for free, and we are moving forward the channel. We keep putting hours in creating content. We are also getting some small budget to create swag. We already have a shop, or we want to get you swag. So as in the next week, we hope we can start picking subscribers from the chat. And every episode somebody's gonna win something. We're just gonna send you stickers and t-shirts and stuff that we are preparing, and we are already selling on the store. So this is super nice. Plus, Sebastiano at some point is gonna snap at the designing thing. So we will need like proper design for the rest of the app. Yep. The onboarding is coming along very nicely, and we are grateful for Sebastiano's creativity and things like the style.
But we need someone Italian, that is actually good at doing this. That's the message.
Yeah. No, it's not. I mean, I'm not saying that you are bad at this. Actually, this is super nice. But we want to take the project to another level. Plus, if we can help another designer, we want to give back to the community. So if with your Amazon Prime subscription that you get because you want fast shipping for your stuff, you can support us, and then we can support a designer that makes our app nicer, and then we build the component that you can steal from the source code on GitHub. I mean, that's a nice circle, right? It's like Bezos basically funding your education, or your Jetpack Compose education. I mean, isn't that nice? I mean, he's not paying taxes, but he could help you learn Compose. How about that? If you, why? I mean, I don't know if it's a bit of a stretch from a connection point of view. I don't. Do you think it's a bit of a stretch? I don't know, but
maybe just
again,
a bit.
come on, I'm in a good mood. But jokes aside, we love you. We love you, supporter. Thank you for the laughs and the chat. If you are not watching this on Twitch live, shame on you. Oh, come on, just kidding. But you're missing out on trolling us live in the chat. So think about that. I mean, take the opportunity to troll us live. But if you're watching this on YouTube, please hit the like button. I'm moving to the YouTuber mood. So hit the like button, smash that subscribe button, kind of like,
God
you know,
damn
like
it, Ivan.
ring
God
the
fucking
notification
damn it,
bell,
Ivan.
that kind of. I don't, I'm not appreciated. I don't feel appreciated.
No, it's
Go
just,
back to,
I appreciate you,
let's go
but
back to
I
Compose.
cringe at the same time. The two things are going together.
But
Tell
even
me
I have to
about it.
say,
I always hated it. And now I'm one of those people, right?
One
have to
of
say
them.
that-
One of them.
I have to say, Ivan, that you really look like one of those photography YouTuber that I follow, that in the middle of a review they say, just smash the subscribe button. Like,
That's
no,
that's how they do it.
no.
That's how they do it, right? Like, or even worse, they just run the channel trailer, that kind of shit. You just in the middle of the thing, they just run the video thingy, and then you're like, what? But again, jokes aside, if you like what you see, just like the video. So this is important for us. So what's a composition local provider, Sebastiano?
You're not keeping up.
Well, no, because I'm trying to make us rich on this Twitch thingy, because we are definitely getting rich on this stuff.
Yeah, sure.
Definitely. Making so much money with this thing.
We're definitely in for the money.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, jokes aside, if I think how many hours we recorded and how much power my MacBook pulls because of Skype, fun fact, the thing is is charging, and I have 83% of battery, so it cannot keep up. So the thing can't keep up. I mean, I have the activity monitor here. Skype is like 100 million% of CPU. Even if I think it's mining bitcoins, that's the only thing that I can think about.
They need to make
normal.
their money somewhere, right?
Yeah, I mean, probably is mining bitcoins in the background. So come on, let's go back to Compose.
It's either that or it's just written in Electron. You can pick one of the two.
Nice.
Because
nice.
The sick burns. The sick burns. Okay, so bye Alfrog, just seen the living. Bye. Thank you again for the sub. Okay, so what I've done is I have extracted this because it looks decent. Actually, it looks quite nice.
Okay. Actually nice. Okay.
Yeah, so I have extracted that layout there, and I need to also provide. Actually, I was thinking that I can maybe make this the defaults.
So, to reply to what Ivan asked earlier, the composition local provider helps you in passing down data without the need of passing a parameter all the way down the list of composables. So it's
Please expand.
really so basically
Because I'm curious.
so I've never really used it just yet because
Okay.
I don't have hierarchy that deep that I feel like I need to use it. But basically, instead of passing a parameter, you save it as a composition local, and then you provide it where you need it. It's like, think about it as a dependency injection for not for data, because also dependency injection works for data.
The idea is that you should only use it for very few things, and one of them is theming, which is our case here. So we're saying all the stuff inside of this provider needs to draw content with an alpha of 0.54.
Okay, so it's
we have used it. We've actually used this in a lot of places already, so you probably just all forgot about it. But we have it in a bunch of other places. Well, yeah.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Ivan, you were not paying attention. You were promoting the channel too much.
Clearly too focused.
I don't want to be the one that get blame or annotate the code. I'm pretty sure that I was sick when you started using this.
I mean, it might be. I think I started using the first time when we were doing when we were making nicer notification UIs with Sasha. That you were still off. But yeah, the idea is in this case, well, I think the only reason I've used this for so far is to provide alpha and also the text style, because
but this is actually good.
Yeah, you need to be very careful, because if you abuse this, you might end up not knowing what values you get from where. So I wouldn't put this like at a very high level. I only put it at the like leaf local thing where you control a single thing. Or maybe you can put this at the very top level because it's the theme. So you can put it in a theme if you want, but otherwise I wouldn't do it. And by the way, that's how themes work. Because if you look at the material theme implementation, at some point, I think that just, there you go.
Yeah.
That's a theme for you.
Okay. Well, that's actually pretty straightforward. Okay.
That's the beauty of Compose. It works and you can understand why.
Yeah, click and open. There is source code. You can look it up. And okay, you're good to go.
Yeah.
We have a question in the chat.
Go for it.
Compose has a min SDK, or can I use it starting, for example, from 21?
I don't think it has. Well, it definitely has a minimum SDK, but I think it's pretty low. So probably 21 will do. Yeah.
Let's see. Compose min SDK. Let's see if we can have a. Yeah. You need to set up your application API level 21 and above. So pretty straightforward. 21. 21? I mean, how old is 21? So Roberto, it's like
going for 7 years.
Well,
actually, no. It is 7 years old. It was May 2014, Lollipop. I know because it was my first I/O, so that's how I remember.
Yay!
Oh wait, it was the I/O where I was not yet in Berlin.
I don't think so.
No, definitely no. Because there was an I/O. Well, my first I/O, the first one where I would have had the opportunity to go, I couldn't go because I was in Berlin and I didn't have my passport with me.
Lol.
Because I didn't need a passport. I didn't need a passport. We were in Europe, so why bother?
Fair enough.
And then
if only there was a way to move from Berlin to northern Italy in less than 2 months, right? If only someone invented planes.
That was not the problem. The problem is more bureaucracy. last time when we wanted to make a passport for our kid, we went to the questura, and really there was a line. I mean, there was a line. You had to wait for hours, even if you have an
Ouch.
appointment. Because why not? I mean,
Ouch.
more work. So yeah, bureaucracy was really complicated at the time.
Ouch. Ouch.
It's a bitch. It's a bitch. Bureaucracy is a bitch, as usual. What are you doing? Like inner functions?
Yes, I'm
Sebastiano?
YOLOing the shit out of this. Hey, there's a to-do here,
I love
okay?
it.
There's a
Yeah,
to-do here.
yeah. That's basically how is like a free out of jail card, right?
Yes.
It's just put a to do there.
Yes. I mean, the fact that this is using integers and shit instead of using, proper stuff. Well, I mean, we will eventually have to use integers and whatever. That's fine, but it's very unstructured right now. It's just a bunch of things. So I think it's okay for now to have it like this. And then yes, we will need to make it look a lot nicer before we go to the store. But
this is part of the process, right? This is part of what we want to show. The fact that first iteration is kind of ugly but works, and then you make it nicer. So don't try this at home. Don't try the first implementation at home. Everything is gonna be on GitHub, so don't worry.
I mean, you do try it. It's gonna work, and if you don't look at the code, it's gonna probably be decent. Will look decent.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't look under the hood. That's the secret.
Yeah, I mean, just keep it a secret. And if you're in the mood, next time that you open the file and you see and you go like, what the fuck is this shit? You can always refactor it, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And we
like
also do
the scout rule.
I want to be explicit. We do accept pull requests for refactorings, not for features because we want to keep features for the stream. But if you're too annoyed by our shit code, fix it. I do fix things offline. Generally, sometimes I clean up after we are done with the stream, but not always. And I do understand that the code is not always good. So yeah, you are allowed.
There are also a couple of things that we should mention. The first one is that live coding is incredibly hard.
It is.
And
but it's also incredibly fun. So there's that.
Yeah, and it's also hard to talk and code at the same time. So Seb, you're doing some magic there.
I'm writing shit code. That's my secret. And I'm saying broken sentences. It's like I have 50% of my brain for words and 50% of my brain for code. And I do shit on both sides, but it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, like dolphins, they swim and sleep at the same time. Sebastiano does the same thing with coding and talking.
I mean, I could also...
It's like a 50... Not saying that you're a dolphin. I'm saying that you like multitasking at some level.
So you're saying I'm a multitasking god. I like that.
Yeah.
Went from almost offensive to super nice to here. Okay, that works for me.
I mean, why not? Okay.
So we don't want to know. Let's say what this is getting nicer and nicer.
It actually looks okay.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah.
So what's the interaction that you expect on the second row?
That it's clickable, and you can click it, and if you click it, it's gonna add one more item to the time range. So this is like I'm gonna do it shit, but it should be done better in the sense that We need checks that the ranges are not overlapping. We need checks that when you add a new thing, then it doesn't, like, there's still room in the day, because if you finish adding, like the last one that is at 23:59, so 11:59 p.m., then there's no point in adding another one. But maybe you want to add another one that is covering another hole, and it's just complicated. So I am just not going to bother about making it work well. I'm just gonna make it
Validation.
work.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But one thing that you can do that
Mhm.
in the clickable, apart from the fact that probably we forgot to add the add button
No,
from the design.
I decided that you just tap it and
Okay,
YOLO.
perfect. One thing that you can do that in the clickable, if we are going to show the dialogue,
Mm-hmm.
will be to add a boolean which is saved as a remember. So if the boolean is false, you don't show the dialogue. If it's true, it will show the dialogue, and that's how it works.
Sorry,
on
what
the
what did you say for a
dialogue.
second? I was too busy figuring out why last wasn't working. Can you repeat that, please?
Okay. I was thinking that probably in that box clickable, I would add the boolean that will show the dialogue, because that's what we want to do, right?
No, the idea is that this adds a line. Ta-da!
Okay, then if you click on a line,
Yeah, and if you click here, obviously now it crashes because it's a to-do, but
okay.
this is where we need to show the dialogue.
Okay, makes sense.
So
Any plan to remove a line?
we'll do it later, yes. Actually,
So-
I was
good
just
idea.
asking about what kind of interaction you expect, like a swipe, like a fancy thing.
Oh no, it's just
like
gonna
a
be a
long
fucking
press.
trash icon or something.
Long press.
It could be a cross, like an X.
Yeah,
That would
something
be-
like that. And I am going to make it so that this is nullable. And if that's non-null, then we show the button. If it's null, then we don't show the button. So this is fairly simple stuff. So like here you can have if on removed is not null. Then we add the icon button, which calls on removed of time range. What is this?
Also, time range is.
Oh yeah. No, bad Android Studio. Okay, that also needs to be the case, because otherwise it makes no sense. And we put our spacer here, so width is a sin gold padding. Yeah, we need to put the icon here. So Roberto, it's your birthday, so you get to choose the icon. Is that gonna be a trash? Is that gonna be an X? Is that gonna be something else?
I would go for an X. I mean, that's usually what I would expect. Probably delete. No? Yeah.
Delete forever?
That's okay.
I actually don't know what it is.
I will go for delete forever.
Let me see. Because this is the best way to figure out what is what. Delete.
It's like a package search, but for icons.
Yes, but this used to be on the Material Design website, and now it's on the Google Fonts of all things.
Nice.
For some reason they put it here, I guess because they created a font with the material icons, maybe?
It makes sense.
Yeah. So Roberto, which one will it be?
I will go for a clear.
Clear, okay.
Yeah, clear makes sense for deleting a line, I think.
Fine. Why is there border
So
clear? Wait. There's other clear. No. Okay, fine.
Oh, can you uncheck rounded?
No,
Doesn't
because we are using
we are
rounded
using
icons,
round.
so I mean, I can uncheck it. It's gonna go outlined, but it looks shit. This is nicer.
Mm.
Just gonna do remove.
I just want to celebrate the fact that there is a new version of Accompanist.
Is there? Of course there is.
Oh,
Yeah.
what
It's
is
just released. That has the permission library that I didn't even know about. So that's cool. We need to check it out. And
Oh.
the placeholder library Sebastiano that we wanted to use in the notification list.
Do
The
we
loading
need that?
shimmer.
I don't think we need it.
I don't know, but there was I mean,
It looks nice,
why
but I
can't
don't
you-
think we particularly need it because we're not loading stuff from the web. So
Well, we have a moment where we are loading stuff and then we have like an empty screen, like an empty state. We can probably tweak it.
yeah,
I was
yeah,
just
but
because I tried.
yeah, I mean, if you want to try it for the sake of trying it, then we also need to put like a delay in there or somewhere because otherwise it's gonna be too fast to see it.
Like in the old days, you just put a sleep there and then next sprint you increase performance by 10%.
Okay, so let's do the dialogue thing.
Yeah. Okay. So, let's see how these can be tweaked. So the first time.
So let's actually let me open the thingy thing, the documentation here. Okay.
Yeah.
So
time picker.
Yeah.
So how does it work? But are we sure the device feels a bit weird, right? No? Is it me?
No, it does feel a bit weird. Not 100% happy with it, remembering that the material. I'm more about the remembering the dialogue. I mean, it makes sense. It doesn't draw it, I guess.
Okay.
At the same time, it's more or less like the other way around. How you would do that on with the normal APIs, but I'm sure that there is a reason for that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm searching. Everybody's pointing me to the same library that we are using. So apparently, for now, that's the standard Jetpack Compose date picker. So let's roll with it.
But
yeah, definitely.
What is that material dialogue thing? Because
probably did you add the dependency?
Yes.
No. Probably fix it.
You did only the sugaring.
Yeah.
Thank you, people, for helping me brain things. As I said, I cannot speak and type code at the same time.
It's complicated.
Super complicated.
Okay.
So another thing that you might want to do is saving a boolean, so that you know when. Since we might need to show it more than once, you might want to boolean to trigger the show. Since you are remembering the whole dialogue.
But it says it should be called in an on click, so that should be fine.
Okay, let's see.
I guess that's the reason why you do remember, is that this way you can just do.
You do remember.
You can do this.
Show.
And show.
Build.
Yeah.
Show. Yeah.
So,
hopefully, yeah. I from what you will do in the API is creating a dialogue and showing it with the boolean. So it makes sense anyway. It's just another approach, I think.
Okay. So I need the
There should be a
date.
time picker
Yeah,
though.
time picker, and this is time. Yeah, and I need to do shit with that. That's fine. Buttons.
Can you check if you can pass it a background shape? Shape. Yep. Shape.
Yeah. I think
So what
it's
kind of shape you want?
this shape, yeah.
We wanted a rounded corner shape.
I mean, that was just me being me, but why not? Done.
Okay. Let's see how it looks like.
Background color should be
so much effort.
surface. This is gonna be tricky because I think surface will put it to green. We'll see. But this should at least show the dialogue now.
I think so.
Yeah, we're not doing anything with the value, and I think this is gonna be the thing.
Where we put the
time
range.
What I was thinking is that the time that gets picked, we don't know if it's the from or the to, and we have no way to tell. So we probably need to figure out a way to do that. But
we can pass a callback.
Yeah, surface is green.
Yep.
Yeah. What you can do is pass in a callback.
The purple one. So this is primary.
The purple is fine.
But Sab, you don't necessarily need to know because you can. That would be more complicated to define the time range, though. You can just run a lambda from the specific composable, so that you get the time, and then you will need a way to. Oh well, if it's the second one, you try to build the time range. If both are, it might be a good approach, probably. Not 100% sure.
Not sure.
Because you don't need to figure out here where you're running from, but probably you can do that from the composable level, like where you call these.
I just realized that, by the way, I can just do this to have the right theme on the dialogue. That should make it work fine, because this is a it's a composable. No, it's not a composable. Let's see. No, it doesn't work. Damn it! I thought this was a composable. It's a lie. It's not. This is not a composable
What do you
scope.
mean it's not a?
So if you see,
how did they build it?
It is a composable. Why the fuck is that working then?
Yeah, well, but the bundle team doesn't define a green background.
Oh no, okay, yeah, I need to put it out here. I think I need to do this like in here. That should, I think, work. Because when this is called, then it's picking things from this theme and not the root theme for the view. Yeah, okay, that works.
Yep.
Ish.
I mean, it's not great, and it's kind of shit, and it's kind of broken, but better than nothing, I guess. And then we'll eventually do our own thing, but that's okay. Let's not worry too much about that for now. As long as it's kind of there. Yeah, you can select things.
I wonder if we can use the material design one, like the Google one.
Yeah, you can definitely use
I mean,
that.
we are. Our theme is a material theme. It's just with different colors.
I think that.
No, I mean the widget, the dialogue.
Yeah, you can. You can create a dialogue with compose, and since inside it's a composable, you can add then an Android view, and then do that. That would be probably complicated.
Yeah, I think it's mostly complicated because you need to manage state by hand. That's gonna be a bit of a pain. But yeah, I don't particularly like this dialogue either. But
yeah, I mean, I'm looking at this. I'm wondering, okay. I mean, do we really want to give this thing a shot? Or
I don't think it's
can
worth
we?
reinventing the wheel at this point,
No, no,
but
no, 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 no.
it's definitely something you should
But
file an issue for us to go back and make it
but
nicer.
can we think about another solution to enter the date, like an input text instead of like
No,
a time,
please,
instead
no,
of
no,
like
no,
the
no,
time
no,
picker?
no input.
I think it could be a very good opportunity for another of the Chris Baines driven developments.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, he is definitely a busy person, because I just saw that they are upstreaming the accompanist coil to the actual coil library. So they're just upstreaming the every, yeah. I don't think he sleeps.
Probably not.
Uh,
Well, I mean, it's
But
fairly fully featured. It's just a bit buggy, to be honest.
the UI is weird though. I mean, do you see the ripple cutting
Yeah,
the
I said
round
it's buggy, but
brush?
I'm also not sure how to detect whether that you should use 24 hours or not.
for the moment, you probably won't. Yeah,
Yep,
that was my suggestion.
ship it. I'm
That-
sorry if you're American, but welcome to the rest of the planet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks way better without the thing on the side anyway.
Yeah, I like it much better.
It's yeah. It's perfectable. Let's put it like that. But there's no point in tweaking the colors right now. Let's try to make it work and close the day with a small victory.
Yeah, what I will do here is pass in a lambda where you get back the hours and minutes, so that when you tap on that,
But what
you just invoke the lambda.
what
When you, I was pointing to my screen. I was literally pointing to my screen to show you where to go.
Yeah. And I think it's that time of the day, Roberto.
Yeah, it is. So in here, you might want to pass a lambda as a parameter from outside, and just say on time selected, and leave that to the composable that the leaf of the composable that invokes you to show then the text. Because from here it's complicated for you to know who invoked you, but at the same time it might be easier if you just return a lambda.
Yeah, but the lambda I have, like, but you need to change the whole time range. And I don't know, like, the problem I have here is that I don't know this is the from or the to. I don't know.
I wanted to split that, so just return in the hour and minutes and let the previous composable, which will know which one you tapped on, because it will be the parent of both the chips.
It does not.
How comes it does not?
It doesn't, because the problem is even if you don't get the time, like you get like another lambda on whatever, and you split the time here however you want, you still have the problem that this is like this level, this composable is where we know what is being clicked. Sorry, I need to drink some water.
Yeah.
If we pull it up, we have no idea about that. Because this is the level where we know. So, like, my not so elegant solution, but a working solution, is try to imagine what is Seb about to do. Oh no, I have extracted composable. That should work, to be honest. It's like time,
yeah, it makes sense.
fill button, something like that, whatever. I don't need that. because that becomes also a time build button. And yes, this is
Wait a minute. Wait, you have two buttons.
Yep, that's the problem.
Well, no, that's not the problem. If each of these buttons pass its own lambda,
Yeah, two
then we can
buttons, two
build
lambdas.
then we can build the time range afterwards, because they will, even if they show the same dialog, the dialog will be invoked with two lambdas, so it will basically give you
So
the right
you
text.
mean this one?
Yeah. Well, no, inside you need when you build the time build button, since you need to invoke it here in the onClick in some ways,
Mm-hmm.
you probably may pass another lambda as well as a parameter instead of the time range, because you need to get back the value anyway.
Yes, but I also need to get the initial value because otherwise it doesn't. Well, in this case, I don't need it anymore because I put the text string there, but on value changed, it's gonna be local data, no, local time and unit. Okay. And that's fine. What is this complaining about? Oh yeah, this shouldn't return anything. You go away. Yeah, so my big plan essentially was to do this. And we're done. That was what I wanted to do.
Yes.
Because otherwise, if you pull this further up, then you back to square one. You have the same problem, essentially.
Yeah. Yeah, but at this point, you just create two time peel button.
Yeah. That's why I extracted it.
Yep. And that will do.
And yep. What is this complaining about? Obviously, that's fine. So I'm gonna fix this names, and I'm gonna copy paste this. So it's each one has its own dialogue thing, but it's okay. I don't think it's too much of a problem. Probably.
No, I don't think so. Well, not for the moment, at least. So.
Okay. What is this
Probably
complaining? Oh yeah, it needs the lambda.
lambda.
Yep.
Yeah. But at this point,
well, I need to put this inside of a state so I can edit it. Well, no, actually, I just need to call this. Is on time range changed, and this is time range. Time range. Well, I think on time range changed. Yeah, that cannot be null. So
we have an interesting question about how the layout will respond if you add like a lot of time ranges. If you reach the bottom of the screen, what happens? Will it scroll?
No, if there isn't the modifier, no.
There is.
Oh yeah, it scrolls.
It will scroll.
It will scroll.
So we have a modifier, a scrollable modifier on the column container.
Yeah. Essentially, the root column of this page, if I keep adding things, is going to make it scrollable. And if I remove them, it's not going to scroll anymore. But it's like you don't need a scroll container anymore like you used to do. You can just, thing.
Take the thing and scroll.
Yeah, exactly. Let me do from, and I need to do it dot hour. Hour of day. Yeah, I need to do this, otherwise it doesn't make much sense. And it dot minute. Okay, this works. I need to copy this over the other side. I just need to make sure that I change from to 2. And this should theoretically work. Now, when I say should, That's because I haven't implemented the lambdas yet, so I'll do that in a second. So this is time range. So we have time ranges, and I need to. Can you get? No, can you replace? Replace all. No.
This should be. Oh no, that's a remove if.
Yeah, this is annoying. I mean, I can do index of time range because this is the original one and this is new time range. Let's call it like this so it's a bit more understandable. Val index is this. Then we do time ranges dot remove.
So you could just remove the time range then. You don't need the index.
I need to reinsert it at the same place.
Right.
Because then I can do, I think, hopefully it has that, but I can do insert. No, okay. Can I
It
do
should be add?
add?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, good. So I can do index, comma, new time range. Okay, so this should work. I also need to declare the on removed. So let me actually move this back inside of the lambda. Okay, this makes more sense. Separate lines. And I have on, what the fuck did I call it? On removed.
Facile.
It's easier when you have good memory. I don't.
Naming is hard, man.
Yeah. Time ranges dot remove it. Okay. So I think we have implemented all the code that we needed. Let's give it a spin. Let's give it a
Run it.
spin. Okay, that's good. The only thing is that this shouldn't really have the on removed if it's the first one. That's kind of broken.
We didn't check if that's the first one
Yeah.
though.
So I need to do
A good old. Yep.
And I don't even need to do this anymore because I have the index. YOLO!
Index for free.
YOLO!
Index for free.
Yep. So this is if
we are Roberto. We are simple people.
Yeah,
we are simple people. We get very excited with very little.
Okay, this should be enough to make it work
Yep.
the way we want to have it to work. You know, that's a nice thing. It's inferred type is
Is-
Boolean. Oh,
Why?
wait.
Oh yeah, that should be a lambda. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's that time of the day.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wednesday
is always like this.
I would be lying if I said that didn't happen to me pretty much the same thing yesterday. So there's that. So I can add another one. I can remove one. Yeah, that works. The only annoying thing is the ripple that happens there. Like this one.
Oh yeah. I see that.
But we'll figure it out. I can just put a delay or whatever. I don't fucking give a shit. It's good enough for now. So let's change this. Yes. It works.
It works.
Wahoo! As
Nice.
Mario would say. Cool.
That's
perfect.
That's good.
That's perfect, I would say.
That's very nice. Very nice.
ship
Very
it.
nice.
The fact that it's not aligned, the X and is pushing everything on the is making me.
Yes,
I
but
mean,
even
yeah.
you have to admit to yourself that they're never going to
Yes.
align because the size of this change is not constant.
Yeah.
Well, you could align them, but that's a lot of work.
Well, no.
No. It's good enough.
Yeah, good enough. Ship it.
No.
But
Now,
where we
now
are
you have
storing
annoyed me.
the times.
Now you have annoyed me.
Why?
So
You want to align them?
yeah.
Oh, come on. You are not that kind of person. You are better than that, Sebastiano.
Fuck you,
That's good
Ivan.
enough.
Fuck you.
That's good enough.
happily go.
There you go. Now it looks like shit, but it's kind of aligned. Are you happy?
Oh, to be honest,
It's gonna
it was actually
giving me so
better
much OCD.
before.
It's
It
giving me
was
so
much.
much OCD. But
Well, the
but
fact that the
anyway,
wall
let's
line,
move. This
Seb, I can't see why it doesn't trigger you. Like this should trigger you so much.
It triggers me.
Why it doesn't?
he's just
I'm
he's
just
just
rubbing
coping
it.
with the
I'm just rubbing it to Ivan. It's worse when you do what you want.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's much worse.
it's just he's just hanging there because of the stream and because I need to suck it because that's the reality. Oh,
Yeah,
fuck
I'm
me,
sorry,
it's so
but
bad.
it looks like shit
I'm,
even.
I'm
But yeah,
sorry.
by the way, if you click,
I'm
if you
sorry. I'm sorry. I asked.
if you keep adding things, it should scroll, but it's not scrolling, so I don't know what's going on. But we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, remove this thing. Yeah, it's fine.
So why is that not scrolling? I don't know. I don't know.
Well, I mean, should you try to scroll like on the?
I did try, it didn't.
Did you try?
It didn't.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if it's a problem with the fact that we put the width. But yeah, it should go up, go up. Wait a second. Why is that? Okay, whatever. Yeah, I'm trying to scroll, but it's not
No,
scrolling. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Also, I'm not sure why the content there is...
It shrinks, right?
Huh?
Yeah, it looks like
Did
it
it
moves the
shrink?
spacing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's not shrinking. The spacing between work schedule and bundle is shrinking.
Well, it's because it's, for some reason, it's centering it vertically, even though I have set the vertical arrangement to be top. So there's something weird going on, but I think it's a bit too late for that. we can maybe look at it on Sunday. I think we've done quite a lot of things. There's a bunch of cleanup to do, but I'll take care of that. Don't worry. Don't worry, I'll take care of that. Are you sure that the scroll should only be applied to the column? I think so.
Should
It should be working like this. But
because the schedule hours is the whole screen, right?
yes, this is the whole.
It's the whole page. So that's basically the root. That's the root. Okay.
It's enabled by default. That's fine. Yeah, I don't know why that's not working.
No, the declaration is right. I think that there is something that somehow tricks the system into thinking that it has more space.
Yeah, but that's at some point it chokes itself because you don't have the
wait. It might be
vertical scroll.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe
no,
like
that
inside or some sort.
Inside. No, what I think it might be is the same thing that happens with the bottom navigation. That basically, unless you tell your screen the bottom padding, it's not aware of the fact that there is something that covers the bottom part. So if you keep on adding more, at some point it will start scrolling, but it doesn't know
you think
that
it's going behind this?
Yeah.
But this is transparent.
Yes, but the same happens with the bottom navigation. It returns to you a bottom padding that you should apply to your composable. Otherwise, your composable will basically just go behind.
But I think that's something that it's not the bottom nav itself. It's the scaffold that does that for you.
Yeah.
But No, you see, it's clearly clipped, but now it works. So
Wait. Now it works.
YOLO.
So the vertical
YOLO,
scroll works.
motherfuckers!
Oh wait, but the vertical scroll
Why
doesn't do the
is
same thing.
Vertical scroll works. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's
Can you
fine.
open vertical scroll? I'm
I
curious
hoped
now.
it was just a alias of some sort.
Yeah, I thought
No.
so, but it does
No.
stuff.
Scroll.
No, definitely
It's
not.
not.
It's a different, because scrollable is a different thing for whatever reason.
What's a scrollable? What's a scrollable then?
But this is private. I don't know what scrollable does, but it works.
Well, we're
Yeah.
good. We're good. We're good. We're
Yeah.
good. I mean,
I'll
Good.
investigate why.
Ship it. Oh, by the way,
scrollable.
but is it normal that we have so much padding at the bottom? You know, like it's a very high cut. You know, I would expect like it's a centimeter of
Probably.
space that we are.
Probably. It's okay for now. It's okay. We
Yeah,
can always
definitely.
tweak things later, and that doesn't really
Yeah,
matter too much.
But
Yeah.
you know, that's now we know that it's scrolled.
Even I know you're trying to make me change things, but it's not gonna work this time. Not this time.
No. I'm not gonna. I mean, we have time, right? The project is it's a long living project.
Yeah.
And you know, I was thinking about we can even start creating small issues on GitHub, like you know, like a good first issue
Yep.
that people can contribute, like you know, fix this, or I mean, if you want to do this, we are missing this. It might be a good way to involve development or contribution.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then we can have the author, you know, like as a guest, you know, this kind of engagement with the community. It would be nice.
That's that's normal because the vertical line is replaced. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if someone makes a nice pull request, we would be very happy to have them over as a guest. Ooh, Kaspersky, hello. What did I do?
What was?
How did I do that? I have no clue.
Yeah, what was like? What's the shortcut for triggering Kaspersky?
Something. It's something.
No, I think it's in the padding inside.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
No, but actually nice.
Yeah, I think it's okay. We can probably like reduce the vertical spacing a bit, but
I don't think that it's not a use case. I mean, how many things you want to add over a day, you know?
I mean, a day has only so many hours. So
yeah.
Yeah, but if you are adding a gazillion things, probably you are using the phone wrong, right?
Well, you're definitely using the app wrong if you're doing it like that.
Yeah,
because,
bro.
like, what's the point of using something that it's made to allow you to bundle notifications every, say, hour, and you put intervals of 1 minute? What's the point? But you can do it. We allow you to do it. We're happy to allow people to do whatever stupid thing they want to do. But yeah, maybe we can cap it to 5. I don't know.
Yeah, probably.
Whatever.
I will go to 3. 3 intervals would be more, and then you can put purchases to make more. You see?
I was. If you are a subscriber, if you are a subscriber, you get 5 rows.
It's like Medium, but for rows. Makes sense.
Okay. No, because they can subscribe for free if they have Amazon Prime. I cannot subscribe for free to Medium. So Uncle Jeff doesn't give me a free Medium subscription.
Not yet.
I have done goofed.
What have you done?
I have done.
You finished the onboarding?
Yes. They're like, oh, it works so well.
It works. It works so well.
Actually,
I mean, it's alright.
That's.
It's actually a decent onboarding. I've done worse onboardings for work apps in my life.
Yeah. Why doesn't have?
Where's the X?
What the fuck?
Right? What happens to the X?
Oh,
No, it's the thing is I've put this, so I would expect this not to appear. Right? Because the size.
Can you print the time ranges?
Let's restart this. I don't know. This is weird. But I don't want to spend the rest of the day like, oh, one more bug. Oh, one more bug. But
wait.
Where's
Why did the print line fix it?
no, it hasn't. Well, it fixed
No,
the
it has
X,
fixed
but
it
Why?
fixed the X?
that's whatever. But
I think that's the signal that it's
And
that
it's
that
time,
we should
huh?
commit. Then they should
Yeah,
commit.
this
yeah, I
This
will.
is
I will. I'll try to figure it
this is our
out. I'm off tomorrow, so I have time to fix this shit by myself and let you know on Sunday.
enjoy your holidays
Yeah,
coding.
right.
Because that's what
Oh.
my wife always says. So what the
Wait,
fuck
it doesn't count. It doesn't count the last. Why?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 6.
Why? I mean, it doesn't make sense. We are not counting the index. We are counting the elements.
Yeah. I don't know, but I have just fixed it.
I mean,
That's
if
a
you're
clear
off
fix.
by one,
That's usually that fix it.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah, fix it.
perfect.
Yeah, passed QA.
Ship it.
You passed QA.
That's a ship it. That's a ship it signal.
Yeah, that's
So chat is saying that the fact that the first is not aligned with the others is triggering people. Sorry, not sorry.
It was
triggering us
me,
as well.
and
Yeah,
I'm
I'll figure it. I'll
coping,
figure
I'm
out
coping.
something. I'll figure out something to make
I'm
it less terrible. But I guess. Ooh.
Swipe to dismiss next.
No, that's
Yeah.
gonna be impossible to figure out for people. I think it's just
Yeah,
too
most
complicated. But I can just put a box
You
here.
can show a tooltip. You can do the onboarding of the onboarding.
That would be amazing.
It's the meta onboarding. I'm gonna teach you.
But if you were to do that, you will do that the tooltip in a pop-up window. So you will be sure that that's super complicated.
Like a dialogue, like a dialogue that you can close.
No, like really a pop-up window. There's an API
But
which
why?
basically add this pop-up outside of your hierarchy, and that's impossible to retrieve. Don't ask how I know that.
But why?
You don't want to know.
Yeah.
That's a very good question.
There was so much pain in that story, Roberto. I felt the Okay.
But why?
That's a story for another moment, but trust me,
Yeah,
Omar
that's
and I really
for a
suffered there.
Oops.
We really suffered.
Long press to take it out. Yeah, but it's still very hard to discover.
Yeah.
The X is so
Unless
super.
you do something like Gmail does the very first time you use it, that is like performing this swipe just a little bit.
Yeah,
that's the lie.
Actually, I did it for one of my clients in the past. We had that kind of stuff.
Because but that would make sense for the main notifications list. It doesn't make sense here. Because this is just there's no distinction between the items and the rest, and it just looks weird. I don't understand why the fuck this is not centered. It's not aligned. Why is it not aligned? Damn it.
What is not aligned?
You see.
It's aligned.
It's fucking not, Roberto. It's fucking not. And it's annoying me more than the fact that they're all misaligned.
Try box instead of row. You know that we had a problem with row?
No, but that was an entirely different thing. This is fine. This needs to be a row because otherwise you get the buttons and the text all on top of each other, which is not what we want. No, I think I don't know what the problem is. I have no clue. I do not
Well,
know.
that sounds like a nice
Oh.
cardon.
Uh-huh.
Center.
This was the Emperor's New Groove, by the way.
Yeah, that was like a Disney thing.
Yep.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I think I found the problem. I have found the problem. Obviously, it's annoyingly bad.
The problem.
It's annoyingly
The
bad,
problem.
but I can fix it maybe later at some point.
A
I don't know.
spacer, probably. Let's put a space.
No,
Yeah, as long as it's not vertical, add a spacer.
There is no problem that Sebastiano can't fix with a spacer.
No, that's way too hacky. Come on.
No.
Well, the next time I'll tell you a story of a vertical spacer in Compose. And it's as painful as the others. I'll tell you that.
Why? Yeah, why? I mean, I was like, this is gonna be so bad. I mean, why would you do that? Why would you have a story like that? You know, that's so painful.
Well, you know,
why not, right?
Yeah, why not is the first answer. The second one is, you know that we want to mimic as much as possible a newspaper. And newspapers, as vertical spacer,
are made of row.
The problem is that the whole idea of Compose is to only measure once.
Yeah.
Right? So, how would you be able to do that if your vertical spacer needed to be drawn before the item that it should go aside? That's the story.
It sounds like a painful story, Roberto.
Yep, that's trying to break.
Okay,
yeah,
I think I fixed it in the meantime. While you were discussing old scars, I fucking fixed it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, look at me. Look at me.
That's aligned. That's almost aligned.
Yeah.
Good. I almost started to like it.
Boom, baby. Yes. Yes.
Okay. I think we have done enough for today. Enough damage, enough
wrap it
profit. Let's wrap this bad boy up. Good. So, Ivan, I'll leave you to the honors because I am exhausted.
Yes. Today, I want to thank Roberto.
Oh, by the way, tanti auguri a te. Tanti auguri a te. Tanti auguri, presidente. Roborbio. Tanti auguri a te. Ti regaleremo un dialog di Natale.
As thoughtful as this is, it was really almost as misaligned as it was our previous element.
So
thanks. Thank you very much.
That was bad. I hope in the VOD we are gonna fix it in the post prod. We are not. We don't do post prod.
No, absolutely fucking not.
We don't do. Fuck post prod.
Chat is asking if we have cake. We don't have cake, I'm afraid. Robbie, do you have cake?
I do not have cake. Because as a matter of fact, I'm not celebrating tonight.
Waiting for the weekend, baby.
Yep, waiting for the weekend.
Well, I'll send you like a small gift so you can get like an ice cream on us.
Nice.
Oh, that's thoughtful.
It's like I feel like a grandma, you know.
Yep.
It's like €5 and you get some.
No, a grandma would be like, "Here's €50. Now you can go get an ice cream." It's like, okay.
Yes. Well, like $100 for buying chips. Like get some chips. Yeah, Coppa del Nonno, no, Stefano. So Roberto, thank you again. Sebastiano, as usual, thank you for taking one for the team and coding the shit out of everything. Thank you everybody in the chat, and
See you on
see you
Sunday.
on Sunday.
Bye.
Thanks for having
Ciao,
me.
ciao.
Many
Ciao,
nice
thanks for
things
having
to
me.
all of you. All of you.